Should you have a ugly wife? That is the question. And we'll go into the details at the end of this story. And believe me, it will be worth waiting on. Don't do this. What I mean by don't do this is you got a water tank and a well. Don't leave them sitting out here in the sun, especially down there in Florida. Because these tanks have some kind of a rubber lining inside of them. It's called a bladder, and that's what makes your water pump and tank operate more efficiently. And that bladder, it fills up with air. It fills up with water. And the tank is filled with air, but the bladder fills up with water. And when it gets to a certain pressure, the water turns off. And then when you use up the water inside the bladder, tank come back on, pump it full again. So if you got a like a 3-bathroom home, you can get by. You got 3 or 4 people, you could get by on like a 50-gallon tank or less. And the bigger they are, the more they cost. So you'll want to get one that's reliable, but don't cost an arm and a leg. Now, this one this size looks like about a 44-gallon tank at the most. And to get it installed, it costs around $750 down here in Florida. And if it's anything wrong with your pump, you see these controls out here beside the pump. That's where your water pipe goes down the ground, and it's connected to this tank above ground. But most pump motors and pumps are down inside that pipe. It's like a 3 or 4 inch pipe. So and they're more efficient, they say, than the above ground motor and pump, because they're way down below the water level. And supposedly you're in good shape unless your water, the groundwater level goes down below where your pump is. Alright. Or that drop pipe. There's a drop pipe inside this big pipe. Like maybe a 1 or 2 inch pipe inside this 4-inch pipe. And it pulls water up to the pump. And so if you just want to replace a pump, or the tank, and if you leave it out like this, out in the boiling hot sun, day after day, you'll replace it within 5 years. And but if you shade the thing, build a shelter over it, or have a big tree to the west of it, it might last 15, 20 years. So actually, I prefer a bigger tank, and but it's especially if you've got a bunch of kids, and then you have to worry them about your septic tank all the time. So don't have kids if you can avoid it, especially over 1 or 2, and thereby saving yourself a whole bunch of money in the long run. Of course, it's great to have kids if you love kids, but I don't love them in small amounts. So that's it. And so you want to have fun for the rest of your life, get yourself an ugly wife, and she'll be so grateful to you that she'll never give you in trouble, and she'll treat you like a king. That's it. That's the old philosopher once said. And but I didn't believe him, so I had to get myself a good-looking wife, and she's always been sweet as honey. So maybe I just got lucky, or maybe I'm just such a good husband, she has to be a good wife. Oh, sweet it is.